Hey everyone, this is Judy with JLBCrafts. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you so much for giving me a try. This is going to be the final week in the June month in my Happy Planner, and I'm using still the printable pages from the Planners Anonymous Chapter 3 kit. This week has kind of a pinkish brown color on the page, and I know Father's Day, let's see, I know this says Monday, this is going to be Monday, but I know this was actually Father's Day, which I figured that out right after I finished this spread, and I briefly considered redoing the spread, but I wanted to use this spread, so I figured what the heck, as long as I celebrate Dad, because I did a Mother's Day spread for Mother's Day, so I feel like I really want to do a Father's Day spread too. So we're just going to do it this week. It's one day late. That's okay. I'll still be thinking about my dad. So I have this KaiserCraft sticker book. It's called Workshop. And it's got definitely some dad stuff in it. It's also got, weirdly enough, boys will be boys and stuff like that. But that's okay. There's plenty of stuff in here. It's a much more yellowy brown than this, but I'm gonna go with it. If I focus more on the blues and greens, the blues and grays and blacks, I think like boys will be boys. Whatever. Anyway, I don't have to use all the stickers. So here's my color scheme. I'm gonna go ahead and get my wax paper and pull all my prompts. So for those of you that don't know, I print out my own prompts on full sheet sticker paper to turn this into a wellness and fitness planner, much similar to the very first one that Happy Planner came out with years ago. That's got the currently stuff on the left hand side and the journaling prompts across the bottom row of boxes. It was basically an adapted vertical planner, and it was the very first one I used, and I just fell in love with it. And this way I have the flexibility to basically buy multiple vertical planners that I fall in love with and convert one of them into my fitness and wellness. So it always had a prompt over here. There are 5 different prompts, but not all months have 5 weeks. So I just printed the 5 and I rotate through them in order. So I'm up to How Quiet Time Empowered Me. And then here are my journaling prompts for the bottom set of boxes. And these are really, if you've never kiss cut stickers or printed your own stickers before, this is a great one to start with, because as you can see, everything is square. Everything is straight lines. There's no curve cutting or anything like that. So it makes it super easy. So as you can see, this is an undated set of pages, so I need to go ahead and put my dates in. This set of KaiserCraft sticker books doesn't have, it has numbers, but it doesn't have days of the week. So I pulled a sticker book that kind of sort of coordinates. It's got lots of grays and stuff in it, and so I thought I would go ahead and use, here we go, these days of the week, Monday through Sunday. And then let's see, if I use the gray, I'll use the light days of the week, I'll use the dark numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this up real quick while I do that. I'm grabbing my tweezers. These are linked in the description box. I just got them from Amazon in like a 3-pack. So okay, and I could use these, but I think I want to use these. So the next thing I want to do is go ahead and set my bottom row of boxes with these prompts. So these columns are shorter, which we've discovered over the last several weeks of me doing this, and I like to take up that shrinkage in the middle row of boxes, because I just do food diary there, and it's not super essential that I have a giant amount of space there, so I usually make that one a little shorter. So I'm going to grab a craft knife and a straight edge and cut this, because it doesn't have the little gaps, so it's, as you can see, it's not quite long enough. I was just setting my height. So the next thing I need to do is go with some, whoops, some water trackers. So there are no water trackers in any of these books. So I have my own. I'm just going to use this gray because I have lots of them. So as I said, the middle box I do food diary, water tracking, and workouts. Just the settings on the, I do cardio on a recumbent bike, and so I just write down the duration and the difficulty setting and the calorie count. Nothing fancy. And since I work out every other day, that way I can remember what days I work out. Because you'd be amazed how life can distract you and you can forget, did I work out yesterday? I can't remember. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. And I need a scale. I'm just gonna grab a black one. I weigh in once a week just because the numbers change for women way too much to weigh in more than that. Since these are mostly primary colors and my color scheme for this spread is not a lot of primary colors, that will work. Okay, so I want to set where the top of this box is, and then I do decoration on the very, very top. So first of all, I need to decide what I'm doing down here to match this quote. So I've been trying to find colored words on a white background so that I don't have to cover up this one. I can just kind of match to it and not have it be distracting, which there really isn't in this book. So I pulled one more KaiserCraft sticker book. This is the Indigo sticker book. It's an older one. I will link these. This is an Australian company. They don't ship direct to the US, but I do have a couple of scrapbooking websites where I frequently buy these books. And so I will link those in the description box, the KaiserCraft sources that I prefer. But I just thought I would go ahead and grab one of these. It's like a really dark navy blue that will go in general with this color scheme. So it's the little things in life. I like that. Or be in love with your life. Thinking of you. Worry less, live more. Okay, that's the one. I don't know why. That one just grabbed my attention. So I'm just going to center this over here under the 3 columns. There we go. And that isn't quite as distracting. I mean, obviously it doesn't match, but it's not as distracting as a big solid hit of color would be. So let me go ahead and look for feeling and positive word and maybe a weekend banner. Feeling, live more. So my husband and I both had our second COVID shots a few weeks ago, and so we are pretty much ready to start getting out into the world again, although I have still been wearing my mask. It's just kind of habit now and like a security blanket, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, for positive word, I'm going to go with inspire, because I feel like that fits with doing these videos. And then let me see if there's some kind of weekend banner. I think it's the little things in life that originally grabbed me for down here. Actually, I just saw this one. All we have is now. I like that. After everything that the world has been through, I like all we have is now. Okay, so that kind of helps reinforce this font and color around the spread. Oh, I need something for above keto. I always forget something for above keto. Are you guys telling me that and I'm not hearing you? Probably. Love this. Makes total sense. Love this, above keto. Okay. So I still though need some washi tape like sticker strips to go under. So let's pull those out of this book. And I'm thinking, I was looking through the book before I started the video, and I see this bicycle chain, and I'm actually thinking I might put this across here to create the separation between my food diary section and my deco section, because they're slightly different, but there are 2 sections of it. So I think I will go ahead and do that. As you can see, this is a very like shop class feeling book. I never find myself reaching for it except for spreads having to do with my dad, his birthday, or Father's Day. So, and this one's even longer because it was vertically in the book. So it'll definitely help be long enough for the 4-column side. So let's go ahead and set this. So now, for this one, I made the bottoms even. For this one, I'm going to make the tops even, roughly, and then place this about where that lands. So roughly, it doesn't have to be exact. So roughly about, I think about here. And I'm just, since it's got a funny end, I am going to go ahead and just kind of go out of the box a little bit. So I think about like that. And then I can just do the rest of my deco up here. That'll be cute. Okay. So let's cut this off and put it back in the book for later use. There we go. I'll do that later. And let's do the same thing on the other side. And there is a very, very faint grid line printed on the page. That's part of the printable file that I am following. I'm sure it doesn't show up on camera, but that's how I'm able to just go ahead and place this straight. There we go. All right, and then let's go ahead. I'm just gonna go ahead and put my weekend banner on there now. Get out of my way. Cute so far. Like I said, they don't match, but with the rings in between, the discs in between, it's gonna be just fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this up here, just kind of centered between the 2 days. I'm not gonna cut the gap, obviously, in this one, because it would cut a word in half. There we go. All right, so this helps inform my color scheme a little bit more now, the gray. So now I can pick a couple washi tape stickers. I say washi tape, but they're really just stickers in strip form that is meant to replicate washi tape. I'll probably sprinkle some of these around. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I've got gray. I don't have brown. I'm not sure I want to go ahead and bring a lot of brown in since it doesn't match super well. So maybe we'll pull in some more of these gears. This one has gears. And this one has bicycle wheels, very similar to gears. So I think I'll use those too. All right, so let's set up our left-hand side. So I'm gonna start at the top and work my way down. And and that's why I wasn't worried about changing the column top headings, because I knew I was gonna cover that up. So I'm just gonna start this one even with this row of the days of the week, roughly. And then I'll put keto. I think I might go ahead and keep this little brown spacer there. Just put keto right below it, just for a little more interest. There we go. Okay, and then I'm gonna start with one of these, and I'm just gonna snug this right up. And I think what I'll do is keep it within the black lines of the box. So I put my craft knife away. I need that back. I'll go ahead and grab the straight edge too, just to make sure I make straight cuts. And so this is how quiet time empowered me. There we go. Now I'll come up from the bottom, since that's an open-ended journaling prompt. If I come up from the bottom, that way I maximize my space. And I don't want to leave this great big gap, so I'm going to start down a little lower. What I think I'll do is just barely cover up that black line with this first sticker. There we go. And this prompt is watching. So we have been working our way through the Conjuring movie universe, which is fun for me. My birthday is coming up. Actually, my birthday is Wednesday the 23rd. And so my husband's not a big horror movie fan. I love horror movies. My mom, funny story, used to rock me to sleep as a baby watching the old black and white horror movies, Bela Lugosi, Curse of the Mummy's Tomb, and all of those. So I've always loved horror movies. I love Halloween. And I did go ahead and trim the ends off this sticker just so it would show inside the black box. So that is my feeling, and I chose live more. For listening to the rain. We literally, it's been raining here the last couple days, which that's about to end. We need the rain here. We're under drought conditions and we're worried about fires and being evacuated. We almost had to do that last year. Anyway, it was, we turned the TV off and just sat and read with the sliding glass doors open and listened to the rain, and it was so nice last night doing that. So I love that. So that was listening to. Next is reading. I am reading, I've got a bundle of free books from a Facebook ad, believe it or not, of horror stories by a new author I've never tried before. And since I just started the book, I don't remember his name. So I'm reading his first book. It's called what's it called? ASBO, which stands for, it's the abbreviation for some sort of antisocial behavior disorder. I forget what it stands for. Anyway, the author is obviously British because he uses all these fun terms that I'm not super familiar with. And the book is set somewhere in Britain, like they're talking about going to Leicester, which is where they make my favorite cheddar cheese, by the way. Anyway, it's about this juvenile delinquent who comes after a family, and I have mixed feelings about it right now because sadly, I feel like this could probably is totally happening. And I'm not sure that I'm finding it entertaining. You know, it's not like Michael Myers or Freddy or something like that kind of horror movie. So, I don't know. I'm struggling. We'll see. I'm more than halfway through it, so I'm sure I'll finish it. And then we'll try a different one and maybe I'll like it better. I don't know. Anyway, okay. So let's see. I work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. So I need to do my center. So let me find some boxes. I don't need this page anymore right now. Okay, so the last thing I need to put in the middle is my workout boxes and just little tick marks for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. So in this book, I already used these boxes. There were 4, probably last year for Father's Day. Oops, and I just noticed my bike chain is stuck. Never know, might want to use that. Anyway, but there are these tape flags. So I think I'll grab 4 of these that kind of have a pattern I could write over top of. And then I have, oops, just shook my whole desk. I have this roll of washi tape bullet points that I got off of AliExpress. I will link AliExpress in the description box. And I have my pointy tweezers. So I'm just gonna put 4 of these on: breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, and a tape flag for my workouts. So I'm gonna speed this up and I'll be back. So functionally, that is everything. I just need to do deco across the top row. Okay, so for deco, we're gonna pull that as much as possible out of this book. So I'm just gonna, I need to put Dad, of course, on here somewhere. I'm gonna put it on Monday since technically Sunday was Father's Day. I'm kind of thinking maybe just a few words. Your dad, your day, I love you, something like that. That's cute. I kind of like that. Okay. You're a rad dad. That's kind of cute. I like this. Time has a wonderful way of showing us what's important. The question is, where is it gonna fit? Somehow it looks like, I guess because this one's taller than this one, I actually have more room on this side. So maybe I'll put this one kind of over here-ish, because it's a little too tall for over here. Although I do kind of like it over here. I guess they could overlap, or I could come up over the brown. Then it'll just barely fit. Because I don't want all those words over here, to be honest. I'm trying to stay away from a lot of this brown. What else? Some gears. That's way too big. We're not putting that on there. Okay, so that's it. I think a few gears, maybe a couple more words. It'd be nice if I could find one more of this color word. Good times. Maybe memories. Let's cut some. I'm going to cut some of these in half because I think I want to go ahead and do another sprinkling of words over here maybe. Good times, you and me. How about that? Let's do that. So these are meant, weirdly enough, to be tabs. I never use them as tabs. So I just kind of cut them to make them into rectangles. Like that. Okay, and since this space is shorter considerably than this space, I'm just going to put two in there, I think. I'll do good times and you and me. There we go. Okay, that works. I like it. It's balanced that way. It's not exactly matchy-matchy mirrored, but... And then, let's see, something kind of to fill in that space. Maybe the good life. Obviously, like father, like son, and it's a guy thing, not gonna go. How about the good life? They're retired. They're living the good life down in Florida. My parents, so... Which I couldn't really get a whole lot further away from them up here in Seattle. But... Okay, and then I think I'll just sprinkle around some other, like, gears and stuff. Make little clusters, you know. So I'm moving this one because those colors are so close to the same. I want to spread it out a little bit. And I want this brown one kind of in the center. So I'm coming here in between these two browns. So I'm kind of coming here with it. Maybe we'll put a bigger gear here. There were a couple bigger ones on this page. Here we go. Let's try to find... This one's a little bit bigger. My dad doesn't really work on bikes. He actually spends a lot of time golfing now. But he did teach me to ride my first bike and all that. So... There we go. I like it. Just toying with putting a couple small little gears or something down here. So a couple of these are really, really giant. This is one great big piece. So is this one, but there are lots of little ones. And this caught my eye. I'm wondering. Put this one here. And I'll grab that other piece. Here we go. And put it over here. Yep, that's cute. All right, I think that's good enough, actually. I don't think it needs anything else. So I need to Frankenplan this in. This side is fine. This side, however, I need to turn, and I need to have the currently page for this next month on here, which is actually on the back of this page. So I think, let me see. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and Frankenplan this in. I was just debating if I do something alternative here, do I want to Frankenplan it in? But I think I will. I think I'll stick with this. So I'm going to grab the back of my piece of contact paper, and I need to go all the way around this with some tape runner, even in between the punches for the discs, just because I like to make sure that they're lined up really well and there's no resistance to turning. Okay, so we'll line this up real well. We'll attempt to line this up real well. There we go. Okie dokie. So there is my belated Father's Day spread in my wellness and fitness planner for the last week in June, the 21st through the 27th. I hope you like this video. I hope it inspires you to do a wellness planner, fitness, wellness, journaling, mental health, whatever it is. I really love mine way more than I thought I would. So I hope you like this video. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you.